Good morning and welcome to BS with Becca. It's not what you're thinking. This morning, BS is blooming spring, the blooming of spring. I want to celebrate right now all of the gorgeous flowers that are out and how much happiness these flowers bring us. Right now, around here, I've got all kinds of phlox and peonies, and this field behind me is covered in buttercups. Each evening the calf comes and plays in it, and I'll show you a picture of that, my beautiful little brand new calf playing amongst the buttercups. But an even more exciting thing is happening and has been happening for the past few weeks as spring has come to New York City. This year in New York City, spring feels different. There's still beauty under the shadow of the virus. Because of the pandemic, the whole world feels shrouded in a shadow of uncertainty and death. Normally bustling New York City is now quiet and empty, full of inexplicable desolation and loneliness, until a certain morning when you walk around a corner in Manhattan and you accidentally encounter a large bouquet of flowers and you bump into the arms of spring's abundance. You can't help stopping. You can't help lingering. You can't help feeling. It turns out the flowers are still blooming under the haze of the pandemic. It turns out that even though life is so fragile, it is still so beautiful. Therefore, you can't help smiling a little and be filled with a little more confidence because you believe that this will pass and the world will be better. The genius idea for decorating Manhattan like this comes from a designer named Lewis Miller. And he moved to New York City and started a successful flower shop in the year 2000. So for the past couple of months, his team has been secretly creating what they call flower flashes. A flower flash is an arrangement that they're putting into Manhattan trash cans and street corners. They honor medical staff and other first responders, but mostly they want to bring joy to New Yorkers. And what Lewis himself says about this is if he can just help people to stop and pause to have 1 second of joy, that's the point of his flower arrangements, because right now he feels like those moments of joy are so lacking and so hard to find. And so it's so exciting that this man, Lewis, and his team wants to bring flowers and bring joy to the people of New York. It should bring joy to our hearts too and remind us how can we just bring a little bit more joy to ourselves and to those around us in this difficult time. We do it through the blooming of spring, through this BS for today. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time on BS with Becca.